Quinoa Chaos Game Night. So last Friday, I decided to host a game night at my apartment, mostly because my social life was starting to look like the Sahara and my cat had started judging me for narrating board games to myself. To spice things up, I made the invite a little quirky. Bring a snack that starts with the letter Q, or risk being quizzed on obscure Scrabble rules. I figured, someone would bring quiche, maybe some quesadillas, and if I was lucky, a box of quality street chocolates. What I didn't anticipate was that apparently the letter Q is where culinary creativity goes to die. The first guest showed up with quinoa salad, looking simultaneously proud and apologetic, as if he'd just solved world hunger, but at the cost of flavor. The next person brought quinoa chips. By the time the third guest arrived with, wait for it, quinoa cookies, I realized my friends had either conspired to test the limits of my digestive system or had simply all Googled snacks that start with Q and called it a day. My cousin tried to pass off a bottle of Quench sports drink, which technically starts with Q, but only if you squint and ignore the rest of the word. By midnight, the living room looked like a quinoa processing plant. There were so many half-eaten quinoa dishes that my cat started eyeing the vacuum cleaner as a potential escape route. Someone tried to lighten the mood by suggesting a round of questions only, which quickly devolved into everyone asking, "Why are we eating so much quinoa?" closely followed by, "Is there a restroom available?" The answer to both was a resounding, "I don't know, but I'm beginning to regret all my life choices." The real kicker? As the night wore on, people began quietly queuing for the bathroom, holding their stomachs, and looking like they just returned from a failed hike up Mount Fiber. Let's just say, next time I'm picking a different letter, because when you host a Q-themed party, the only thing guaranteed is a Q.